What up YouTube? So I have a very exciting video for you guys today. Obviously you already know what it is, but I was able to pick up the Becca CHRISSY TEIGEN Glow collab that they recently did. I went to Ulta today initially to grab products that I use to do this makeup look today, and I thought, let me just go walk by and check, because this morning I saw Ulta post a giveaway giving away this palette, and so I thought, maybe, you know, okay, obviously Ulta carries it on their online website, but while I was in store I thought, let me just go check, let me see. So I walk over and it is the last one on the shelf. I did not know if they had any in the back, but it was like, so I grabbed it. To be honest, the reason why I grabbed it is because I am so obsessed with the packaging. I am a sucker for marble right now. I know, basic, but the way that the packaging looks for this palette is just so stunning, and I really wanted it in my collection whether I like it or not. This is what it looks like when you first get it. This is the box that it comes in. Let me take the palette out of the box, if I can take it out. Hold on. This is the palette. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. These are the two palettes side by side. This is the palette. It does have the plastic sleeve on it with her signature, but these are her shades. I really wanted this palette, also not only because it was CHRISSY TEIGEN's collab, but I felt like these colors would go well with my skin tone, whether I'm tan or this color, so I would make use out of it. It's not like I bought it just because I wanted it, even though that is very significant. But I wanted to do a comparison to both. I know that there's a lot of people who don't want to get the palette or who are questionable about it because they think it's very similar to Jaclyn Hill's, so I kind of wanted to go over that more so just to help you guys out, you know, like comparing it, and for you to see that maybe the swatches aren't as similar or the colors aren't as similar as we think they are. So let's do this. So I'm going to swatch these on my arm really quick. So the first one I am swatching is Rose Gold, which has like an apricot appeal to it, which is really stunning. As you can see, that is Rose Gold. It definitely looks rose gold, but very complimentary to medium to dark skin tones. And then the next one I'm going to swatch is Beach Nectar. So Beach Nectar, which is this one right here, kind of has more of like a peachy undertone. It's not as dark as Rose Gold, as you can see, but they are both so stunning. We are going to go into Jaclyn Hill's collab with Becca. So the two highlighters that the Jaclyn palette has is Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop. We're gonna swatch Champagne Pop first. As you can see, Champagne Pop is more of a golden highlight. It is very stunning, but it is not as warm as these two highlighters right here from the CHRISSY TEIGEN palette. But there is definitely a huge difference in the two, in the highlighting shades right there. Then we are going to swatch Prosecco Pop. Champagne Pop has a description to be more of a peachy undertone, while Prosecco Pop has more of a golden undertone, and I think you can see the two being very different right here. But once again, they are not similar to the shades in the CHRISSY TEIGEN palette. They are more lighter and suitable for lighter skin tones, although I do enjoy wearing these two shades on my skin tone as well. But obviously these two shades would be very suitable for darker skin tones, and they might be better as a blush or a blush topper for lighter skin tones. So now we're going to compare the blushes. In the CHRISSY TEIGEN palette, she only has one blush, and it is called Hibiscus Bloom, and it is a very pretty pink color. It is very pigmented and very dark, but I think it'll be a nice flush of color. We will see how it will be on my skin tone, but I do plan to be very light with it and not too harsh. Now we are going to swatch the two blushes from the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. So it's Rose Spritz and Pamplemousse. Rose Spritz is more of a luminous blush, but as you can see, Pamplemousse is definitely more darker and more pink than Hibiscus Bloom. Hibiscus Bloom kind of seems coral. Then next to Pamplemousse, I'm gonna swatch Rose Spritz. Definitely still darker than Hibiscus Bloom, but it has a illuminating effect to it. So next I am going to swatch the bronzers in the palette. Although in the Jaclyn Hill palette it doesn't say that Amaretto is a bronzer, it says that it is a blush. And as for the CHRISSY Teigen palette, Malibu Soleil is a bronzer. So there is the bronzer, very pigmented, has more of a red undertone. So Amaretto still has like a blush aspect in which it is like a pink color. This is Amaretto and this is Malibu Soleil. So all of the shades are very different. They're not similar. It kind of surprised me that Hibiscus Bloom and Pamplemousse were different because they do look the same when you look at them. But swatched next to each other, they are obviously not the same. We are going to apply this to my face, and I am just going to be applying the CHRISSY Teigen palette to my face. I am not going to be applying Jaclyn Hill's like on one side because it might look different, especially with the highlighters. I'm going to take Malibu Soleil and I am going to bronze up the cheeks. And I am using a Morphe brush. It is slanted, so it's like a contour. So I'm going to apply it right in the contour area and taking it a little bit up. And it is a beautiful color. And I like how that looks on my skin tone. It looks so... Ooh, it looks so pretty. I'm obsessed. I am... Oh my gosh, that color is so stunning. I don't want to take my face off for the rest of the day. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush to blend it out because that's what I like to do. I don't know if I really want to at this point. And it goes on so smooth. There is no patchiness whatsoever. It is just really stunning. And it instantly warms up your face. Oh my gosh. I am so obsessed. I'm sorry. That is beautiful. I'm also going to apply it up here, right around the forehead to warm her up. I can't get over it. Oh my gosh, it looks good on the forehead too. I am so obsessed. So if you are my skin tone or darker and you're thinking about getting it, get it. It is seriously amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to take Hibiscus Bloom and I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to use the same brush to do this. To bring out the apples, which is these babies right here, I'm going to lightly and you know how CHRISSY Teigen has those stunning apple cheeks? So I just blended out the blush and it's the perfect like flush of color. And I like how it blends very nicely. It's now onto the highlighters. So I want to apply Beach Nectar to the highlighting points of my face. And I am going to take this fan brush by Morphe. So I'm just picking up the product. Then I am going to apply it right. I am so obsessed. You don't even know. Like, I'm thinking of so many summer looks. Even just doing like a full face, but like maybe just mascara on the eyes. And I can't. And I'm being so extra right now. I don't care. But I really wanted this palette and I kept going back and forth about it. And now that I bought it, I'm so happy that I did. Because I am so obsessed with it. So good. It is so good. I can't. So I also like to apply it to my Cupid's bow. Also to the tip of my nose. So I'll take it on a smaller brush. This is a Real Techniques domed shadow brush. and I'll just take it right down the bridge of my nose. You guys, this is like the perfect spring summer palette. And since I purposely didn't put anything in the inner corners, I am going to take the same highlighting, this Beach Nectar, and I'm going to apply it. What do I think? The palette is absolutely amazing. If you are my skin tone or darker, I'm like NW30, NW35 in MAC. I am like a shade 6 in Milani Conceal Imperfect. If you are my shade or darker and you are debating on getting this palette, get it. We obviously have seen that it is not similar to Jaclyn Hill's palette, so you don't have to worry about that if you already have it. The bronzer, the blush, the highlighters are so stunning in this palette. You will love it, because I love it and I'm a huge makeup person. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and I really do appreciate your guys' support. If you want to follow me elsewhere, I am on Instagram, Snapchat, and Tumblr. I was gonna say Tumblr. Do you guys still use Tumblr? This eye look is on my Instagram if you do want to see it or any details on it. I am out of breath. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next one.